Anywho.
618, Todd Jeffries and Little Don Pryor.
It's a show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have found the Todd and Don Show.
T&D.
That's a big deal. Don't forget to follow us in the world of social media. You can follow me on all social media at Todd Jeffries.
You're even on black and white TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just whatever. Wherever you can be seen or heard, you're going to be there.
Well, hey, yeah.
Man.
That's what it's all about.
A lot of work.
Got to be seen. I got things to say. 619. Let's give them the business. How about that?
Business.
How about this? Another new building is coming to downtown Austin.
We need one.
Yeah, construction is set to begin next month on the new Hyatt Hotel. This is at 8th and Congress.
How many Hyatts do we have?
Well, it's they're like Starbucks, man. They're
I
on every
guess
corner.
so.
Now, when complete sometime in 2021, this hotel will offer 246 guest rooms and almost 2,000 square feet of office space, and they're also going to have meeting space as well.
Yeah.
So construction is set to get underway. Also in the world of business, and it's all about your money, Capital Metro board members have approved $7.5 million in contract money, well, for the construction of a new facility in North Austin that will be, one day be able to charge up to 174 electric buses. Now, despite unanimous approval, some board members have expressed concerns about spending such a large amount of money on the technology that still has never been tested in this region.
Yeah, I think we could use a little more testing in this region to make sure it's going to work well due to, I'm sure, all kinds of factors, our traffic, our topography here.
What do you mean?
The
topography. What does that have to do with a bus?
And I'll probably use the wrong word.
Yeah.
I don't use topography much, but
do you know what topography means?
Well, we got a lot of hills here.
All right.
Got a lot of. Was that the right word?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, just tell me it was.
Well, what's your concern about buses and hills?
Well, in other words, we're not flat here. We're not Holland, and so I wonder how well electric buses are going to fare here. Also,
wait. You don't think electric buses can go up a hill?
I don't know.
Electric buses have the most torque of any vehicle out there. They're made to go up hills.
Well, then I'm going to drop that part of the argument because they got a ton of torque.
What makes you think electric vehicles can't go up hills?
Well, no, they can go up hills. I just wonder how effective they can be here.
You're talking out the back end of a northbound
I don't
mule.
know. I don't know anything about electric buses. I've never sat down at night and said I'm going to curl up and read a little bit more about electric buses. But before we do, my point is before we do make this massive investment, let's make sure it is something.
You're not the person to listen to. You don't know anything about electric buses. You just said that. Why would we listen to you?
Well, then let me just sit back and watch.
Well, yeah, that's what you got to do.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put my opinion out there on electric buses.
You can't have an opinion. You just said you don't know anything about them.
People want to know my take on electric buses.
Listen, also in business news, Juul is set to cut 500 jobs. They've been taking a big hit lately, of course. Yeah. Juul is set to cut 500 jobs by the end of the year. That amounts to about 15% of their workforce. Yeah, the cuts first reported in the Wall Street Journal come as the e-cigarette maker's CEO says the company is undergoing necessary resets in an attempt to repair its relationship with regulators. Well, reset your relationship with the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Recently, Juul has been hit by the proposed ban on vaping flavors. That accounts for about 80% of its sales, as well as linked to vaping-related lung illnesses and death. Until September, Juul had been hiring an average of 300 new employees each month. Now they're cutting back, going the other way.
Listen, everybody just needs to go to dipping, you know?
Yeah.
Just get away from that, and if you are looking for nicotine, just go to dipping.
Just go to dipping.
Because nobody cares about that, and it's discreet. Nobody knows you're doing it.
Now, this story definitely affects business, the homeless problem we have. Now, with new restrictions in place for public camping, local homeless shelters are busting at the seams. Yeah, the city is directing people who are now illegally camping towards different services and providers, but Salvation Army Communications Director Corey Leith tells CBS Austin there's no more room virtually anywhere.
Everyone's operating at 100% capacity or close to. We'll find out in the next few months to see how that number is, if it increases or if it decreases.
Yeah, now he says there were more than 400 people on their wait list as of last month. City officials say they have a better idea of the needs of the homeless after a few weeks of monitoring the changes. And now the mayor, we heard earlier, is now looking to maybe find some old hotels that are not, run down, near closure, for sale, that may be empty right now, to transform those, buy it, and then transfer it into some kind of housing for the homeless.
And listen, that's not a bad idea if they can make that work. But, of course, one of the issues that you're always going to have to deal with there is the residential areas around that. How are you going to feel about that, folks? With a hotel nearby.
Well, I mean, if you got a hotel near your home, you shouldn't have a problem who's staying there. You don't know who's staying there if it's a hotel.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like a lot of these hotels I know around here, like on in the Runberg 35 area. I don't think a lot of these hotels are inhabited with the best quality people always. I think it's you can rent for an hour or a lifetime.
Can you rent for an hour?
I think some you can, an hour or a lifetime.
What's that for? Is that
whatever you can get done in an hour.
You take a nap?
I think that's all they're doing, just taking a nap, and watching a little TV.
What hotels can you rent by the hour? Where is that? Seriously? Are there really hotels?
Well, I mean, that's an old saying.
Is it true, though?
Well, sure. Todd, listen, if you just as long as you pay, you can just stay there for 20 minutes. They don't care.
The Todd and Don Show.
When it's time to get your next home